What is up, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. And today's opponent is fellow PokeTuber Just a Bomb. Some of you guys may have heard of him. He's a pretty cool guy. I've watched a couple of his videos. I honestly just recently just subscribed to him and started watching some of his stuff. Very good battler, just a overall good guy. So definitely go check him out. I'll put all of his stuff in the description so you can find him. And yeah, all that good stuff. But let's get into the battle here. To be honest, this isn't the best battle that I've had in a while, but I thought it was good enough to upload after watching it a couple of times and just going over what happened. But let's look at the teams here. Looks like he's got a Genesect, Raikou, and then Porygon 2 is going to be annoying as hell because it just always is with Eviolite. And he's got Darmanitan as a physical attacker. Mawile is going to be his Mega Evolution, and he's got Smeargle, which I'm thinking he's most likely going to lead off with. Either that or Genesect and like U-turning into Smeargle. That's what I would do. But anyway, on my side here, I've got some new Pokemon that I've been training and I just recently bred. I've got Galvantula. I'm going to lead off with that. Mega Medicham. I think you guys have seen Starmie and Arcanine, and I've got Torterra as my physical wall, as the sub-seeding set, and Florges as my cleric and special wall. So let's get right into this. Enough blabbering. This was indeed a pretty good battle, so I'm excited to narrate this. Let's go. Alright. Just a Bomb is issuing a challenge. He's going to start off with his Smeargle, as I figured he would, and look, oh my goodness, it is shiny. That is pretty. So I'm going to start off with my Kumonga Galvantula, and yeah, we're both the hazard leads. Pretty predictable. I'm going to go for my Sticky Web. He's going to go for Dark Void, and I really thought he was going to carry Spore, but Dark Void is a good way to avoid having to deal with grass types being immune to Spore, so I guess that's what he was going for. It misses, though, which is unfortunate, especially because we had a battle before this, and that missed, too. And because of that, we're both able to get Sticky Webs up, but I'm able to kill him off with 2 Bug Buzzes, so that really sucks for him, and I felt like that was kind of haxy, which is unfortunate because, I don't know, I don't really like hacks so much going either way. So he's going to bring in his Genesect now, and he's going to get a boost to his special attack, and instead of switching out here, I'm going to go straight for the Thunder and just see how much damage this does, because Galvantula pretty much did his job. And looking at his team, he doesn't have any Rapid Spinners, so Sticky Web is there to stay. I do not need to keep Galvantula alive for anything, especially because he doesn't really have anything that's terribly weak to Electric that I just absolutely have to have Galvantula for. So he's now going to switch out Genesect. Because of the Sticky Web, you know, I'm going to be faster and I can take him out if I connect with Thunder. So he's going to switch into his Mawile here, and that makes sense. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, though, this time, not the Thunder. And looking back at it, Thunder may have actually killed this Mawile in one hit. So that may have been the better choice. But I decided to go into my Yumi, and I was thinking, you know what, I'm just going to Rapid Spin this, get rid of, you know, the Sticky Web, but then I realized this thing has Sucker Punch, I'm weak to it, he's going to kill me in one hit, especially after Mega Evolving. So I decided to switch out right after that, and that was just because I made a mistake. So I get the Intimidate off with Frank, which, if you didn't know where that nickname was from, you know, what do you call hot dogs? You call them Franks, right? So, Frank, the hot dog Arcanine, because he's both a hot dog and, yeah, never mind. Alright, so he's going to Mega Evolve and go for the Sucker Punch, but since I switched, that is going to fail. Can't really stay in here. A -1 Sucker Punch isn't going to do that much. So, he's going to go into his Porygon 2 to take the Flare Blitz, and he's going to trace my Intimidate, and he likes to do that on Arcanine. Just switch in Porygon 2 and get the Intimidate and have me be at -1. But I predicted he was going to do that and go for the Close Combat. And at -1, it doesn't even do half. So that kind of sucks. But the more I think about it, I'm like, well, what can this Porygon 2 really do to me? It probably has like Ice Beam and Thunderbolt or something, but I don't know. I don't want to risk it. So I'm just going to switch out here. I'll go back into my Kumongas, and that way I can get a free switch into pretty much whatever I wanted. And he's just going to go for the Thunderbolt, so it looks like that is the only thing he has to use against my Arcanine. So I'm going to keep that in mind. So I'm going to go into Yumi now. I know I can take a Thunderbolt or whatever he wants to do. It'll probably do a lot of damage, but I'll be able to get the Rapid Spin off, and that's really the only reason that I have Starmie here to begin with. So he's going to go into Mega Mawile now, and that kind of sucks, because if I went for a Surf, I would have been able to kill him. But instead I go for the Rapid Spin, which is great, you know, get rid of the Sticky Web, but now I can't kill Mawile without having to take a Sucker Punch. That'll surely one-hit KO me, no doubt about it. So now I'm going to go back into Frank and, you know, get the Intimidate off. It's always better to try to lower this thing's attack, because Mega Mawile is just so OP, it's not even funny. So he goes for the Sucker Punch there, and yeah, I switch out, so it fails, and he's going to switch back into Porygon 2 again. I thought he might try to stay in this time and just go with the Sucker Punch and just see what that does, but he doesn't. He decides to go back into Porygon 2, thinking, I'm probably not going to predict that and go for a close combat twice in a row, and I don't. He's right about that. So he's just going to take a Flare Blitz. I am Life Orb, so it does do a decent amount of damage. It does just about as much as close combat did. Almost exactly, honestly. But I am going to be faster, so I can just finish him off with a close combat. And I don't know if he thought I might try to switch there. And, you know, he can go for a recover, but at the same time, if I did go for the attack, he couldn't really risk switching anything in either. So he definitely made the right move by staying in. And now he's going to bring out his beautiful Darmanitan there, shiny Darmanitan. He's going to get stuck in the Sticky Web, which sucks, especially if this thing is Choice Scarfed. But either way, I'm going to go for a Morning Sun here and just see what he does. And it turns out that he has Rock Slide, but it misses. And, you know, we had two battles. The first one got cut short because his Wi-Fi cut out. But that was only maybe like a 10-turn battle, you know, before the Wi-Fi cut out, if it was even that. And he's already missed 3 moves, which is just mind-boggling because they don't have very low accuracy. So that kind of sucks. I'm going to bring in Yumi here, and he takes the Rock Slide not so well. Gets him down all the way to the red zone, but I'm able to finish off Darmanitan with a Surf. Now he's going to bring in Mega Mawile again, and I don't know, I can't do anything to this thing, honestly. I would just have to sacrifice my Starmie, basically. So I'm hoping he's going to go for a Sucker Punch, and, you know, at the same time get the Intimidate off. He probably hates this Arcanine, honestly. He decides to go for the Iron Head, predicting I'm going to switch, and he's right, and Iron Head still does a lot of damage, even though it's not very effective, and he's -1. I decide to attack him here, and he does go for the Sucker Punch, and that nearly kills me. That just shows you how powerful Mega Mawile really is. It is craziness. Thankfully, I'm able to kill him with a Flare Blitz, and I almost killed myself in the process, just with Life Orb damage and all that stuff. All I had to show for that is 8 HP after taking out that Mega Mawile. I practically had to sacrifice Arcanine for that. So now he's going to bring in his Genesect, and, you know, he's going to get the download boost. That's going to boost his special attack, and he's still faster than me. So I don't know. I'm a little curious about that. I'm guessing he's just Choice Scarf. That would make the most sense. So I'm guessing that Darmanitan was not Choice Scarfed. Maybe it was Choice Banded. I don't know. I don't remember if it took Life Orb damage or not. And, oh well. So I'm going to go into my Medicham here, and I have Fire Punch, so I should be okay. He's going to get a Thunderbolt off, and he's at +1 special attack, so it does a lot of damage. But, yeah, there's not really much else that he can do. In order to get that Thunderbolt off, he was going to have to take a hit, maybe hoping that I don't have Fire Punch, although High Jump Kick still would have killed at that point. And he's down to his last Pokemon now, and that's going to be Raikou. And he would probably be faster than me if it weren't for the stupid, annoying Sticky Web. And yeah, so I'm going to go for the High Jump Kick. Thankfully, that did not miss. I was very worried that it would miss, especially with how things have been going with the Haxy misses. But it connects, and Raikou goes down in 1 hit because Medicham has pure power. And as we know from other Pokemon with pure power and huge power and all that stuff, it just makes them crazy OP. Crazy OP. So not a bad battle at all. I had a couple Pokemon that didn't even get into the battle, such as Torterra and Florges, who I was really hoping to use. But even against a team like this, they wouldn't have really done so much. I actually really like his team a lot, and I have to get myself a Darmanitan, and I have to get myself a Porygon too, because they're just incredible Pokemon. I just haven't had the time to breed them. I don't even have a Darumaka, so I need to get on that kind of like right now. But anyway, it was a pretty good battle, and I'm hoping that we can battle again, because before his internet cut out in the first battle, that was going to be an incredible battle. It was definitely going to come down to the wire and be closer than this one probably was. So, oh well, all in all, like I said, good match. Definitely go check out his channel. He's a pretty cool guy, and hopefully we'll get another match in soon for you guys. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Game on.